So I'm logged into my web application and I'm going to demonstrate some of the key features. So I've got a high-level dashboard here where I can see some of my accomplishments. I can switch things out to, say, look at a specific accomplishments within a specific time period. My map is interactive. I can click on different features. I can change my background maps. And I can do specific dashboards for, say, specific work types, like to get the number of plants planted or area planted. Look at a specific feature and how over time we've maintained it or built it. I can also do things like interactive maps where I can pull interactive analytics. So for example, this is a water quality map where I can come in here and I can click on, say, a specific water quality site and tells me the number of samples at the site, and it builds a bunch of interactive analytics for my specific site. Now, another key feature is project management. So let's say I'm either getting grants or I have a management plan, or I'm just trying to do projections for a year. So I can set up a project. So a project is basically the name of a top-level project. Then I can set up goals or accomplishments. So for example, I have a project, and within this time period, I have a milestone that's due. In addition to myself setting them up, we have a functionality where an actual funder can set this up and push this to the recipients. So if I'm funding, like I'm a federal or state agency or a foundation, and I'm funding a bunch of different entities, they can actually utilize this to report directly to me. So I can set up a milestone, which is a quarter or a deliverable time period, and then I can set up specific goals. So for example, within this milestone, project time, my goal is to plant 10 acres. And when I set my goal, I'm setting my goal based on an actual management unit. So my goal in this case is to plant 10 acres within this specific area. So every time I go out and I do the work, it'll burn it down for me, and I'll get a dashboard that tells me the percent complete of this goal within this different area. And I can create different goals for something like building an asset, planting a certain number of plants, a taxonomy. And so the data for that accomplishment, that goal, gets entered here. So I can enter the date, the specific unit area, the action, enter the number of plants planted. I have very robust taxonomy management where I can create different taxonomy, and I can share them with between different entities as well. I can also log my work hours, so I can say who is there, what agency or what entity they're with, what type of worker there are, the number of hours that they worked, as well as like a team of workers. In addition to that, I can drag and drop photos into my application, and then once I have data collected, I can click on it, and I get a little report of the work that I've done. The map, as well as any photos that I have. In addition, we've got a number of different data models for different types of work. You can also have a work log that shows, each worker, how many hours they've worked, what type of work they were doing, contact management, user management, as well as being able to spit out reports based on spatial units, very robust taxonomy management. In addition, you can manage inputs and outputs such as chemicals, herbicides, and fertilizers. And you can manage all your drop-down lists as well. You can also import data from external sources such as a GPS. So you can actually load this up and go and grab a shapefile that someone downloaded from a GPS and just grab it, click open, and it shows up on the map, and then you can save it. So it's a pretty robust application for field work. In addition to the web application, you can collect all this data on the mobile side. And if you watch the other video, you could collect your polygon, your field, the work that you did offline, and then sync it into this application. So there's tools for high level, for the people that are doing coordination, grants management, project management, tools for people that are setting the schedule and need to see like a high level overview, how many days since we managed this asset, what's the current status of it, as well as tools for the people that are doing work in the field. So it's a very robust application that covers all your needs for people that work outside and do field work. Thanks for watching.